Here we have the 1972 Jaguar XJ6 with a Chevy 350 engine swap. A brief walk around of it. I have owned it for approximately 2.5 years and a little over 7,000 miles. The owner before myself had it for approximately 20 years. And I don't think drove it a whole lot because the tires that were on it were 2003 date code, and those are no longer on here. From my understanding, the only modifications that he had done during his 20 years of owning were the interior, having it reupholstered and having the headliner done. That, from my understanding, is all that he had done. All of the engine swap and bodywork was done by the owner before him, believed to be the owner before him. So this engine swap, the fueling system, the transmission, and the change to the Series 3 taillights, I believe were all during that time. And that's where this 1995 State of California certification comes into play, although it is strange that it does say that it is a 5 liter and not a 5.7 liter. I can't explain that. But the external fuel pumps, that system is believed to have been done 2 owners ago, so in the 90s. One unique thing about this is the Series 3 taillights, and it does seem that this is the original trunk lid. When you look inside, you can actually see some patchwork on the interior. But when you look on the outside, I struggle to see any evidence that a hole was filled. With the Series 1, there should be a strip right here. And I believe that this was done, I'm confident this was done in the 90s, before the last owner took it. Which, that's pretty impressive to me. I believe the bumpers have been modified as well to no longer have the blocks. So I'm assuming that there would have been a hole there to attach the blocks, and that's been filled. And again, if that is the case, I don't see evidence, which is pretty fantastic. One thing that is noticeable about the exterior is there is a crack in the paint on 3 of the 4 pillars. So I cannot quite explain that. You see this one does not have any evidence of it. Someone has asked if there are any known leaks. I can say that if you're doing a high pressure wash, there has been some weeping behind the seal of the windshield. So if you're using a pressure washer, be careful with that. Question on the AC unit. I had tried the AC unit one time, and the compressor didn't enjoy that, locked and destroyed the serpentine belt. And that's how I changed that one on the side of the road. that was entertaining. That was actually a really fun story. But otherwise, the heat does work. The switches all work. I can say there have been times that I've hit the lights and they take a moment to come on. The interior lights, the same type of thing. They might not do it immediately, but they do come on. All other items do work. You can see that the tack has been replaced. It is no longer the Smith's tack that it would have had. Unfortunately, this quarter glass no longer turns open on the driver's side. Passenger side still does function. If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask. I have thoroughly enjoyed this car. It has been a very memorable experience. It really has. I will miss it. But it is time for someone else to enjoy it. That is the nice thing about this car, is it can be driven. So, thank you for your time, and have a good one.